Right. Because at one point, Whack 100 ran a whole story about this. And that's my man, but, you know, sometimes he exaggerates.
He said I got my pockets ring.
Right.
And I told Offset, why you ain't keep it real? This was like, man, what y'all want me to say? You don't understand. I'm like, why didn't you tell what happened? Like, you ain't take nothing from me, you know? But, you know, it is what it is, you know? Back on, just flat out lied.
Right. You said they tried me, but my mom could die if I'm lying. Nobody took a dime from me. He said, Whack 100 is lame for turning them
I
out.
got paid, actually.
Yeah. They paid us to get off their ass. Right.
We all know you went through a very messy divorce with Offset. Were you worried about dating again?
I mean, you know, everybody kept telling me, like, I should have fun. And we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here. One thing about, like, dating, you date, you feel like you're, like, 16 again.
Well, you want to feel like you're 16.
You do, but then it's like, you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting again. Like, one time he just told me, like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
Stefon Diggs, he may have caught more than the past because the NFL star is now dodging serious legal trouble off the field. His former private chef accused him of a violent physical altercation that allegedly stemmed from a pay dispute. She's accusing Diggs of slapping and strangling her and trying to pressure her into signing an NDA before paying her, which she refused to sign. She has also alleged that Stefon Diggs' girlfriend, we know who that is, her to drop the matter even though she did not name Cardi B explicitly. Now, Stefon was arrested, released, but is expected to be arraigned next month, while Cardi B has remained pretty silent on the situation.
Come on, Stefon. And don't be... there's a lot of whispers about Stefon, and I don't want them to be true. I want them to be happy and ride off into the sunset together, but he's not helping. And you're too high profile, too successful of a person to have this stuff around you. And whatever it is, you got to stop doing what you're doing. Like, decrease the access to you, something. But I hope it's not true, because strangulation, that's a serious charge.
Always wanted to be a champion, always wanted to be a Super Bowl champion, and the opportunity was right there in front of us. You know, we was one game away, and we had to get through Denver, at Denver, you know, AFC Championship. They worked hard all year. They showed that they were a hell of a football team. So for me, man, I've been in the league 11 years, man. I fell short so many times. I can't say nothing but perfect timing as of right now. I was coming off an ACL injury, you know what I'm saying? New team, new situation, new coaches, new teammates. It all happened exactly how it was supposed to.
Stefon, have you seen a picture of yourself getting off the plane the other day?
Yeah.
Man, you look crazy.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could pull that look off.
Yeah, it was like some archive Chanel, some old Jacques Mousse boots, like some stuff that you're probably not even interested in.
No, I'm interested. I just couldn't pull it off.
It's all good. I'll let you hold the next
Who's Bill Belichick rooting for?
Shit, I don't know. Did you ask him?
I don't see him anywhere.
Who was your favorite NFL team as a kid?
The Dallas Cowboys. My dad liked the Dallas Cowboys. It was America's team, and, you know, I'm supposed to like what my dad likes, so.
Well, I guess. Were you ever embarrassed in front of your classmates in school when you were younger?
All the time. I didn't always have the best shoes. I didn't always have the best of a lot of things, but I had what I needed. So my mom did a great job. Huge shout out to my mom. But part of being embarrassed is, you know, knowing yourself, knowing your worth, and loving yourself. And your love comes from your friends and your family, not from strangers.
Do you have any new touchdown dances up your sleeve?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on this backflip. I still haven't mastered it yet. I usually do like a teammate celebration, like some type of handshake. We got to create a handshake. So here we go. I'll teach you my handshake real quick.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Still waiting on my old buddy to come pick me up.
That's cool.
Yeah, probably gotta make sure it's straight.
All right.
Come on, you're messing up the handshake. There we go.
There we go.
Like, if you could teach me one, I'll do it.
All right. Would you mind holding the mic?
My God.
All right. Would you mind holding
I got you.
Ready? Set and...
Oh, all right. It's too many dance moves. That's like TikTok.
Yep.
Oh, I knew it.
Would you mind saying anything motivating to the kids watching my show?
Perfect. To little kids watching your show, stay focused, stay grounded, listen to your parents, work hard in school. You might not like school, but make sure you're working hard at school. And whatever it is your dream is, whatever it is you want to do, believe yourself that you can do it. I can see you doing your dream right now, so keep it going.
Thank you.
You motivated me, so let's go.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for speaking with me. Oh, yeah.
Go.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
The Super Bowl is supposed to be about football. The biggest stage, the biggest game, the biggest moment of an athlete's entire career. But this year, the internet wasn't even focused on the scoreboard, because while Stefon Diggs was out there preparing for the biggest night of his life, people weren't asking about touchdowns. They weren't asking about stats. They weren't even asking about the halftime show. They were asking one simple question. Why was she on the field? And not just anywhere. Right there, in the middle of the family and friends area, standing close, looking comfortable, wearing credentials that only the inner circle gets. And once fans realized who she was, this stopped being football news and turned into something way messier. Because the woman spotted wasn't some random guest, it was Pry. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because Pry has history. The kind of history that already caused chaos in Cardi B's life once before. So how did she end up back in the picture? Standing next to Cardi B's new man? On the biggest night in sports? Yeah, this story gets wild fast, and it only gets worse the deeper you look. Because what seemed like a simple Super Bowl appearance started looking more like a message, and the internet thinks it wasn't accidental at all. But to understand why people are spiraling, you have to understand exactly who Pry is, and why her name still triggers old drama, because Pri isn't just some influencer. She isn't just a friend. According to years of rumors, Pry was allegedly connected to one of the most talked about cheating scandals in hip-hop, Offset, Cardi B, and the side piece allegations that once had the internet on fire. Back when Cardi B and Offset were still married, fans remember how messy things got. There were constant accusations, constant rumors, constant whispers that Offset couldn't stay loyal, and one of the names that kept popping up? Praise. People claimed she wasn't just some random fling. They said she gave Cardi B absolute hell. Some even alleged she was pregnant during Offset's marriage, and that the situation was way deeper than the public ever knew. Now, none of that was ever fully confirmed, but the internet never forgets. And Pry became one of those names tied to Cardi B's most humiliating era. So fast forward to now, Cardi B is no longer with Offset. She's moved on. And the world thinks she's starting fresh. With Stefon Diggs, an NFL superstar, a Super Bowl level name, a man with everything to lose. And suddenly, Pri is right back in the frame. That's why this moment hit so hard, because people weren't just seeing a woman on the field. They were seeing a ghost from Cardi B's past, standing beside Cardi B's present. And that's where the real questions started. Because let's be honest, Super Bowl field access isn't casual. Those credentials, they're not handed out like concert tickets. They're not something you can just buy online. When an NFL player makes the Super Bowl, the passes they receive are extremely limited. Family, close friends, inner circle only, the kind of people who are personally approved. So, when Pri was spotted down there, with a credential hanging around her neck, people immediately went, hold on, how did she get that? And why does she have that level of access? And why is she standing near his family? That's not just a friend territory. That's not we've known each other forever territory. That's VIP, that's personal, that's close. And the internet started connecting dots even faster. Because this wasn't even the first time Pri and Diggs raised eyebrows. Months earlier, fans caught something on Instagram that suddenly feels way more important now. Stefon Diggs reposted Pri on his story, and her message wasn't casual at all. It said, "A piece of my heart." Then she tagged Diggs, thanking him for always having her back no matter what. And Diggs responded, "Forever and ever." Now be real. That is not how most people talk to someone who's just a random buddy. Forever and ever is emotional. It's intimate. It's personal. And what made it even stranger? That post happened after Cardi B and Diggs were already rumored to be together. So people started asking, why is he still posting this woman like that? Why is she calling him a piece of her heart? And why does it feel like something deeper is sitting under the surface? At the time, some fans brushed it off. They said maybe they're just longtime friends, maybe it's harmless, maybe people are reaching. But then, Super Bowl night happened, and Pri wasn't just online. She was on the field, with credentials, with access, with Diggs people, and suddenly, nobody was brushing it off anymore because the optics were insane. Cardi B, one of the most outspoken women in music, a woman who does not play about disrespect, is now linked to Diggs, and Diggs is standing on the biggest stage of his life. While the woman tied to Cardi B's old marriage drama is right there. That is messy on a level the internet lives for. And then the story took an even darker turn, because a controversial media personality, Tasha K, dropped a bomb that made the situation feel intentional. According to her, the footage of Pri on the field wasn't leaked by accident. She claimed it was Pri's own team who sent it in. Let that sink in. If that's true, that means somebody wanted this scene, somebody wanted the blogs to post it, somebody wanted Cardi B to see it, and people immediately started asking, why? Why would you expose yourself like that? Why would you send video proof of yourself standing next to Diggs' family? Unless you wanted to send a message. And that's exactly what fans think this was. Not an accident, not coincidence, but a quiet little statement that screams, I'm still here. And if Cardi B thought she was done with Pri, maybe she wasn't. Because think about how insane the layers are. Cardi B used to be married to Offset. Pri was allegedly involved with Offset. Now Cardi B is with Diggs, and Pri is best friends with Diggs. Do you see how twisted that circle is? It's like the same people rotating through the same drama, just with different titles, and fans started spinning theories immediately. Some people think Diggs was involved with Pri first, and then Offset got in the middle. Others think Pri has always been Diggs' real attachment, and Cardi B is just the headline relationship. Some think Pri is doing this on purpose, because she doesn't like seeing Cardi B win. And then there's the messiest theory of all, that Diggs getting with Cardi B was some kind of payback move. Like, oh, Offset took my girl? Cool, I'll take your wife. Now is that confirmed? No. But the internet doesn't need confirmation, it needs entertainment. And this is the kind of drama that writes itself, especially because Stefon Diggs already has a reputation online. People have whispered for years that Diggs is a little, how do we say it? A little too active, a little too popular with women. The kind of guy who's always rumored to have a roster. And recently, social media has been joking nonstop about him allegedly having multiple women connected to him. Some people even claim he's had several kids in a short time span. Again, rumors, but rumors stick, and Cardi B knows exactly what kind of attention comes with dating a superstar athlete. She's not new to this. She lived through Offset's chaos publicly. So fans are saying, there's no way Cardi B is going to tolerate even a hint of funny business. And that's why Pri showing up is such a big deal. Because Cardi B isn't the type to ignore signs. She's the type to respond. Fast, loud, and directly. So, imagine how it looks. Cardi B is rumored to be pregnant. Fans think this is her new chapter. And then, boom. Pri appears on the field like a plot twist. That's not just awkward, that's tension. That's the kind of thing that turns into headlines overnight. And what's crazier is how calculated it felt. Pri wasn't hiding. She posted herself. She showed the jacket. She showed the pass. She knew people would notice. And when people notice, the blogs talk. And when the blogs talk, Cardi B sees it. Which is why so many people believe this wasn't random. This was strategic. Because if Pri wanted to stay invisible, she could have. But instead, she was front and center, in the most public place possible, during the most watched event in America, so now the internet is split. One side says, y'all are doing too much, they're just friends, she's been around forever, not everything is a scandal. But the other side, they're saying, come on, be serious, women don't walk out with a man's family on Super Bowl night unless they're close. They don't get that credential unless they matter. They don't post piece of my heart unless there's emotion. And they definitely don't send footage to bloggers unless they want smoke. So, what is this really? A friendship? Or something unfinished? And where does Cardi B fit into it? Because if Cardi B is really building a future with Diggs, this is the exact kind of baggage that could blow it up. Not because Pri is physically doing something, but because the symbolism is loud. It's disrespectful. It's messy. And Cardi B has never been the type to sit quietly in mess. So now everyone is waiting to see if Cardi B responds, waiting to see if Diggs addresses it, waiting to see if Pre keeps popping up, because once the internet smells drama, it doesn't go away. It multiplies. And the Super Bowl was just the beginning. This wasn't just about football. This was about access, history, old wounds, and new relationships colliding at the worst possible moment. So the real question is, was Pry's appearance harmless? Or was it a warning? Was it coincidence? Or was it calculated? And most importantly, if Cardi B thought she escaped the chaos of Offset's world, did it somehow follow her right into her new one? Because the internet is watching, and this triangle, it might only be getting started. So, what do you think? Do you believe Pry and Diggs are truly just longtime friends? Or is there something deeper happening behind the scenes? And if you were Cardi B, would you let this slide? Or would you see it as the biggest red flag possible? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because this one is messy. And it's far from over.